Hello, I'm Captain J.D. Walden with the Lakeland Police Department. Today I'd like to talk to you a little bit about family violence and domestic violence in our city of Lakeland. October is Domestic Violence Month, and to raise awareness on it, we started these videos to bring it to people's attention, put it on the forefront. A couple things I'd like to talk to you about are the three responsibilities of law enforcement in domestic violence. Now, obviously, the first thing that we want to do is provide security and safety for everyone involved. And there's several avenues to go about that, but we want to make sure that personal safety is above all, not just with these calls, but with all the calls. And the Haven really helps out with that because they can provide immediate assistance. They can have someone there. They can provide a shelter, a place to go, and get them out of that physical violence. Have is to assist victims in finding referrals. As I mentioned earlier, the Haven is a valuable resource that does so much for our community. I'm pretty much on a first name basis with the people that work there and work with them at literally all hours of the day and all days of the week. A number to write down is 1-800-33-HAVEN. That's 1-800-33-HAVEN. If you have any questions, if you find yourself in a situation, you might not want to contact law enforcement and advise them of what's going on, but you can always call the Haven and tell them where you're at. They're there to help. Obviously, if it's an emergency situation or you feel you're threatened or maybe you're not immediately involved in the domestic violence situation, that you might be witness to it or you might know of it happening, call 911. And as I mentioned, the safety and security is the primary thing. Statistics of injuries to individuals in domestic violence situations are higher now than they have been in the past 2 or 3 years when I studied the trends. Lastly, our responsibility is to make an arrest if an arrest is warranted. With domestic violence, we identify a primary aggressor and determine who is the primary aggressor. We take them out of that situation and charge them as needed. And this all goes back to safety and security. Remember, domestic violence could be happening at your house. It could be happening at a neighbor's house. It could be a family member, but it's our responsibility to report it, to ensure that it stops. We want to bring awareness to this, and we want to make sure everyone's safe and lives in a safe environment. Thank you.